ahead and tune back in with you all, chime back in and see where you all are at. Valentine's Day just passed up. I actually had a wonderful Valentine's Day this year. Shout out to my boo. It was a lot better, tremendously a lot better than last year. Because last year, past, okay. But one thing we did do, we went to the escape room with my family, a few of my family members, kind of like a semi-couples thing. It was actually really fun. Our room that we were in an alien room where the government stole our identity, like we were the aliens or whatever. The government stole our identity because we were like music aliens or something, and they didn't think that music was important, so we pretty much had to steal our identity back to get the music keep on pumping and jumping. It was different, it was fun. That was both of our first time going, so we really enjoyed that. We had us a nice little dinner at one of my favorite places, and we just enjoyed the night, you know. Other than that, it is Black History Month. Excuse me. God, y'all. I'm still trying to get over this month-long, I feel like, sickness it has been. Like, over it. I don't know what that was about outside. But yeah, Black History Month. I've kind of been, my schedule, I've been just working on, trying to work on things. Of course, I have this podcast. I'm sorry, not a podcast even. This, I put my videos up on YouTube, but I am working on a podcast. When I first started Love Rehab, I started it as a podcast. I started it at a internet radio station. It did not work out at that particular location. The people that were over the radio station, they have them a new location. We got back in contact after the little fallout, and kind of just considering some changes. So be sure to stay on the lookout for any changes coming up. Have some name branding changes, a few things I'm gonna add to the list. Like, y'all, I promise y'all, by the end of this year, or at least minimum by this time next year, I just don't want to be working for nobody no more. Like, y'all, I don't have a problem with working at all. I've been working the past 12 years. However, things have changed. Like, I'm just to the point where, like, not want to control everything, but I want to be in control of so many things. One, starting with mental clarity, emotional stability. I feel like those are two things that not only myself, but everyone has to gain and have control of, and keep the continuous momentum of control, because, honey, if you don't have any mental clarity or any emotional stability, you can be pretty much like all over the place, or look as such, or seem as such based off your actions. And not saying that my actions have played into that, but I notice my actions, even if someone else doesn't notice it. Even if they don't even mention it, I notice it. And so, kind of been standoffish. I kind of been in like my moments of solitude, trying to get level-headed with so many things. So I apologize to you all if you don't see videos very often from me. That is one of my plans. However, I'm also still planning like my 5-year plan at that. Like, I'm trying to make some shit happen. Excuse my French, but I'm trying to make something happen, y'all. Like, the struggle has been real. The struggle has been real long, okay? And I'm really over it at this point. I'm just ready to, like, I'm about to be 30 this year, so I feel like this is my year of, expansion. This is my year of, greatness and abundance. Last year we did speak on 2019 being the year of release. And so how many of us know that while we're releasing things, there are still things that we still have to unpack? Because when you suppress so many things, that didn't happen, or that happened and you don't want to think about it, those things can still come up while you're unpacking. So just be mindful that, being a person, being a human per se, it's fun, but it's also not so fun at the same time, especially going through the things with the changes of what's going on in the world. I've noticed that I haven't been on social media quite often at all. Like, I don't even post on my Instagram, Snapchat, barely post on Facebook. Like, excuse me, what did I just eat? I feel like I'm about to throw it up, all these hiccups I got in burps and stuff. Excuse me, y'all, I am so sorry. Y'all know this is a random video. But just going through the changes and going through the motions, and keeping the momentum, keeping your motion at ease. That's kind of just something I've been working on lately. Also, as y'all can see, I have my infamous ponytail in, because it's about the only hairstyle I can have high up, or something that off my neck that I can have with this short hair, y'all. I recently just rinsed my hair red. I don't know if you can really see it. You can kind of see it in some spots, like right here. But I rinsed my hair red, so I'm gonna dye it probably next weekend once I go to the beauty shop. But lately I kind of just been on some natural stuff, like, I don't have no eyelashes on, my nails not done, I don't have any toe polish on, no polish on my toes. Like, I just been going through like a transitional phase, and kind of just asking everybody to just kind of just bear with me. What I will try to do is, as transparent as I am, I'll try to be a little bit more transparent as I go. But some of the things I kind of been dealing with, even though I am transparent, I've kind of decided to keep some of these things to myself, just due to the fact that some of the issues that I'm dealing with, or the things that I'm dealing with, have to do with other people, which, I respect confidentiality, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't read it by these people to even, mention anything. So I can speak on someone, but I won't definitely won't speak on a name or who they are to me. I can say, oh, my friend or someone I know, but in particular, it's going to be, someone close to me. And for me, being an empathic person, not only going through my own issues, knowing that I have friends or or people, close relatives. I got a big family, y'all never know who it is. But having those people so close to me, and the experiences that we all go through, sometimes it's kind of hard for me not to feel some kind of way about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was on the phone with one of my friends, and she was basically just saying how she's not happy, how she's in a time where, things pretty much have to change. And like, I was able to relate to her on so many levels. Not saying that I'm not happy, but I'm not happy with what's going on. The more that I try, the more that I apply, you always get like a hit, like, oh, try again, go back to level 1 or whatever. And how many of us know that when we think we've gotten to the next step, or when we think we've gotten to the next place, we got to still keep on working. Even if we got to take back 1 step or move forward 2 steps, even though we're moving forward 2 steps, it could be a possibility that we have to go back to something. I was also letting her know that, speaking of the level of happiness, it's not more about the problem. It's not more about the solution, because I feel like as people, we'll always forever go through problems. We'll always forever go through hard times. I think that that's the way that, God set it up for us, but for us to overcome these things. So not for us to have a constant struggle, but for us to show us pretty much how powerful we are, because we're created in His image, how much we need to trust and lean on Him. So I appreciate the struggle sometimes, but most of that time, sometimes is after the fact that I already went through it, and I'm like, oh, so that's what that was about. Okay. But while you're in those moments, it can kind of be hard to shake that funk, or, just be okay with what's going on in that particular moment. So I was able to get her 100%. And even like I was speaking on earlier about me just, not having no nails and stuff on, just trying to get back to me, enjoying, 1, not spending all that money. And then 2, I was actually starting to do my own, but I haven't even had like the energy or the strength to do that. My friend, he was asking me, hey babe, when the next video gonna be? And I was like, maybe tomorrow. I'm not gonna say that I don't want to sit up here and talk to you all, but I also have to sit here and figure out like what works for me. When I first started Love Rehab, I started it as a podcast. I was working at a radio station. Did I already say that? I think I already said that. Listen. But even with that, just going back to that, I've always been like a behind the scene, even though like we were recording up front. Even back in school, in high school, I was a part of the media team. I was always the person behind the scenes. I was always the person either editing the videos, making music, making the beats, or just pretty much more so on an edit standpoint, or on the behind the scenes standpoint, because even though as dramatic and crazy and as over the top I could be, sometimes I don't like being on the front of the screen. Like, it's cool, but I don't know. Maybe I'm having like some Summer Walker like vibes and shit. Like, maybe I have social anxiety. It's possible. It's highly possible. But with that being said, I think my purpose of this video is more so to just be in tune with what's going on. Like, don't ignore anything from anybody, but for most importantly yourself. Don't ignore what your body tells you. As I was telling y'all earlier, I had that month-long as sickness. I had like a sinus infection, I think an upper respiratory infection, and so it was just like very tragic. Like, I just was always like stopped up, and even now, like, I still have, you know, slight congestion here and there, not as a whole, but I can find myself kind of just needing to like still do the regimens that I was doing, you know. But my body was pretty much telling me I need to slow down, I need to sit down, I need to pretty much go over the things that I tell other people to do. Have a moment of solitude. Have, you know, that quiet time, or have that meditation time that it takes to get you powered up and on to the next level. Because lately, y'all, your girl just been feeling like, whew, you know. And so my biggest thing, what I have been working on lately, especially for this year here coming up, is to just practice what I preach. Like, I can give some good advice all the time, sometimes when asked and sometimes when not asked, and but you also still have to be mindful to do those same things, or if you're in the same position as the person you're giving advice to do those exact same things that you're telling them to do, you know. And then a lot of times for me, with the videos I make, for the topics I make, I have to not research it. I have, you know, a list listed down, a list written down, but then I also still research it a little bit to give it a little bit more in-depth of what it is that I'm talking about. And that's fine and that's dandy. But I'd rather just, you know, go through the experiences of things. And speaking of advice, I haven't experienced this lately or whatever, but I have learned to kind of not ask for advice and also not give advice either. Because one, we can always have that advice and not use it, but sometimes it's not really good to stand in and say what it is that you feel about this person's particular situation. One being, you don't know, because the person's not going to tell you everything when it comes to advice. They're going to only tell you the things that needs to be quote unquote fixed, you know. And even while you're asking someone, or while even talking to someone, you should point out that you don't want advice. Hey, I just need to talk. I really don't want no advice right now. I just need somebody to listen to me. You can, you know, and people will be more understanding. Be more open and communicative about what it is that you want and need. And a lot of things will happen. And that's not only just in general, that's at work, that's at home, that's in your relationships, that's with the people around you in your circle. Like, people have to know when and when not to do so many things. Maybe I'll make a video on that, when to do this and when not to do this, and give the causes and effects on the both of them. Y'all, I'm tired. I am so tired. Like, there's no reason why I should be this tired, but exhaustion will do it. Like, at this point, I really feel like I have just been mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausted. Going through so many things and suppressing the things, like as if that they didn't happen. They will surface back up, and then when they do, you're already tired because you're like, dang, I not really deal with this. Like, why do I have to deal with this again? You know. But if you're dealing with that particular situation again, either you, one, didn't handle it right, and two, you know, the experience as a whole. Yeah, the trash man been coming kind of late. Like, he normally come at 6:30. It is 8:48, and you have to stop at 9 o'clock. Now, we just gonna hope that he start on the other side, because I'm at the beginning of the apartment. Yeah, because if not, I'm not paying no more $25 for that. Okay. Now, on to back what I was saying. So I will mention that to them. My trash didn't get picked up. You know. Anyways. Y'all, I really be tripping in here by myself sometimes, and I be having that dude tripping. He be laughing at me like I'm a comedian or something, you know. I ain't telling no jokes. I be stating real facts, like, don't laugh at my pain, Kevin Hart. Okay. But y'all, just be mindful that, you know, God is the greatest. I wouldn't say that life is easier as you get older, but I probably would lie to you if I told you that. People say that life is supposed to get easier as you know yourself more, and it just very well may. But who's to say that you know, you enjoy yourself more, you'll become richer. And life for you then might not be that easy because you have one, rich problems and rich bills. And most of us, when it comes to bills, even though we know that they're due, that we've created those bills ourselves, when it comes to having to pay, we're like, Lord Jesus, please help me today. Please, today, help. Okay? But just be more in tune with you. Just be more in tune with self-love, self-awareness, mental clarity. I mean, I'm going to always speak on these things, maybe every video, because not only is it essential to the world we live in today, but it's essential to me as well. Like the things that I have to experience to help, bring these videos about to you. Even though like Love Rehab is about becoming your best you, this YouTube channel is all about health, beauty, love, and light. So, when I decide to do another hairstyle to my hair, because I've been wearing this bun for like a month and a half probably, and I just don't switch the color up. But I'll, eventually get some more videos out to you all, to be sure that you all tune in and just enjoy the words that's given out. I hope that I'm able to touch someone. What I said was able to resonate, and that you're able to just find you and the best you at that. Becoming your best you is a daily, monthly, every second. Like it's a ritual that has to be done. So I just recommend that everyone create a ritual. If you don't have one, create a morning ritual, create a ritual before you get to work, after work maybe. What I try to do on my rituals, I'm not gonna say I have one for the morning time, but after work I try to at least, because I be so tired, I don't understand, but I try to at least, instead of taking a nap, I'll take a nap after I done did something productive, like working on Love Rehab per se. Just because y'all don't see me like a lot on the forefront, I'm still like, I have a book that I'm not a book that I'm writing, but some things that's under work. So just more so about applying myself to those things, making sure my actions are applying it to those things to get them done. Like, y'all, it's time for us to become our best selves, because that's not only what Love Rehab is all about, but that's what you were all about. That's what your purpose is all about, becoming your best you at the end of the day. I hope that you all have a great night. I hope that you all have a wonderful day tomorrow and a prosperous week, a productive week. Y'all, we will overcome so many things as long as we be clear of the mind and maintain emotional stability. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. At the bottom of the video, there will be a icon that you can just click on and subscribe if you haven't already. Share. Be sure to comment. I have that open for the public, for the community, just in case you all have any questions or any topics that you want me to speak about, because I am here to speak on things that a lot of people don't want to, especially when it comes to mental clarity. All right, so you all have a great day. Thank you all. That's how you know it's time to end the video. I done said some Spanish or something. Thank you so much for watching the video. All right, peace out, y'all. Live and light.